Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much. I'm Michael Collins, and I have the great privilege to serve as Chancellor here at the medical school, and I'd like to welcome those who have passed their qualifying exams and those who are here to support them, to welcome particularly family and friends of those who've passed qualifying exam, and your presence here today at their ceremony is really terrific. We are in the midst of Convocation Week. What does that mean? It's a week-long group of activities that sort of celebrate the beginning of the academic year. And it began last Friday with the medical students receiving their white coats. On Monday and Tuesday of this week, the nursing school celebrated a pinning ceremony and a white coat ceremony for those who are moving on to advanced clinical practice. And then today we celebrate our graduate students who have passed their qualifying exam. Tomorrow we actually have the beginning of the school year ceremony called Convocation and an investiture. We will be investing 9 new faculty members with endowed chairs, and the chair and their donor come together to celebrate what is great about science here at UMass Chan. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. As we begin this ceremony. I literally just left the governor. She is finishing up a press conference just across the way. I've gotten to the point now where I can tell governors, I hate to tell you, but I'm leaving. They look at me like, where the hell do you think you're going? I mean, I say, well, I have a group of people waiting to hear me. And she was here today to talk about her DRIVE initiative, which is a commitment to put $400 million into research in Massachusetts. I'm sure it's not lost on any of you, maybe just a few, that the current funding milieu is not great, that there have been a reordering of priorities at the federal level and a little bit longer than 60-year history of partnership between academic institutions like ours and the federal government has been fractured. And in that fracturing, there are folks who have chose to make science the demon and are literally questioning fact and data and conclusions that are well thought through, peer-reviewed, published in the most reputable of journals, and by the way, which will change the course of history of disease. And that presents for us a concerning moment because this institution, particularly this institution, is on the ascension. Our faculty members write grants and win them at a percentage which is higher than the norm across the country. This institution has more NIH research than 19 total states. 19 total states. And frankly, that's a bit of the issue. And the issue is, when you have the most competent faculty, and they happen to be here, that's where the money should come. And at the moment, folks don't think that money, some folks, by the way, don't think that money should come to Massachusetts. Well, I believe in a meritocracy for science. I believe that the best science should be what gets funded. And I believe that you and your careers should be something the nation values. And that in valuing in that, it should invest in it. We just had a patient with us who was one of the first patients treated on our campus for a leukemia, treated with a novel new therapy called CAR T-cell therapy. And this young man had a diagnosis in 14 or 15 of acute lymphoblastic leukemia, had a recurrence 3 years later, had another recurrence 2 years after that, and is going down a path which means he wouldn't be here today, except for a discovery made for research that began in the late 2008-9 timeframe, had its first placement in a patient in early 2014 or 15, cured that child, and has now become a therapy that is saving the lives of many people. It started with a scientific discovery. The scientific discovery was funded by the federal government. The federal government funded that research because it valued the partnership which exists between the government and academic institutions. And today, we face a group of people who say, maybe that investment isn't worth it. Bunk. This is being filmed. That's the best word I could use. You heard me right. Bunk. Now, I want to just say a word to you folks. That's why I am on time and why I told the governor I have to leave. You have not made the wrong decision. Science needs you. Our institution needs you. Our nation needs you. The world needs you. Dr. Ambrose's discovery was when he was a young faculty member in 1993. Dr. Mello's discovery, when he actually was in Dr. Ambrose's lab, was in 1994. Dr. Mello's Nobel was 2006. Dr. Ambrose's Nobel was 2024. So just do the math. The discoveries that you and your cohort of scientists will make are the Nobel Prize discoveries that will be recognized in 20 or 30 years from now. That's just fact. Now, I happen to believe that another fact is one of you could be among the next that this institution receives. Because of how highly qualified you are, how highly recruited you have been, and in every way, as importantly, because you are stewarded by the faculty members who are so committed to this institution. Now, isn't that the perfect formula for success? When we got the first Nobel Prize here, I wasn't here yet. BC, we call that, before Collins. When we got the first Nobel Prize here, people thought that might have been a fluke. But now we have the second. And I have to believe the third or fourth or fifth or sixth could be in our sights, but only if we continue to the investments that are essential to assuring that research has its rightful position in our nation. And that's what I've been working with the governor on. If you're from Massachusetts, one political motion here if you would, if you're from Massachusetts, you should be talking to your legislators and you should be saying the Governor's Drive initiative needs your support. Every one of you should call tomorrow. You should say your name, where you live, the fact you vote, and the fact that supporting medical research is important because a serious amount of money could be coming our way if her legislation passes. And we've been working together, sometimes talking to each other very early in the morning over the course of the last several weeks so that we can make this institution as sound as it needs to be while we tread these very troubled waters. Now listen to what I said. You've not made a mistake. We need you. We need your science. We need your commitment. We need you in our labs. Our faculty rely on you. Our institution is proud of you. And I mean it when I say the world will be better because of you. For those of you who are supporting the folks who have passed the qualifying exam, you should know how highly qualified they are. This is not happenstance that they happen to be here. This is a big deal. And we are going to take great pride as an institution in watching the success and the important contributions to science that you will make in the years ahead. On this day, it's a privilege for me to be here to congratulate each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chancellor Collins. Hi, everyone. Allow me to relay my congratulations on this wonderful accomplishment. Unfortunately, Dean Lane could not be here, but she sends her congratulations. She has prepared a few remarks that I will now read on her behalf. Dear PhD candidates, I'm sorry I cannot be with you today to celebrate your accomplishment. I am at the AAMC Group on Research, Education, and Training Conference, representing our school in national discussions about the future of biomedical science. At the Great Conference, we are focusing on many themes, including the role scientists play in communicating persuasively to foster an informed citizenry, and the structural changes needed to sustain the biomedical training enterprise. I will have much to report to the community when I return. But today is about you. By completing your qualifying exam, you have demonstrated that you are prepared for the work ahead, creating new knowledge about how biological systems function and finding solutions to the suffering caused by disease. This is a major step, and you should be proud. Congratulations on reaching this milestone, and thank you to the faculty who have guided you here. Enjoy this well-deserved celebration. Thank you.
Before we get started recognizing those who passed their qualifying exams, we will have the presentation of the Zelda Haydeck Scholarship in Cell Biology. The Zelda Haydeck Scholarship in Cell Biology was established by the late Gerald Haydeck, UMass Chan Professor of Surgery and Cell Biology, to honor his beloved wife Zelda upon her passing. The purpose of the scholarship is to provide support for female trainees who are initiating research careers in cell biology. This year's award goes to Emily Norman. Emily is pursuing her PhD in Michael Francis's lab. Her research is focused on the molecular and cellular basis for changes in synaptic connections during aging. So, congratulations, Emily. Okay, so I think we are ready to recognize all of our students. So if everyone would come forward, and I will call out each name. You can parade across, receive the mementos of this occasion from Funmi. Okay. Bedant Barik. Arkadudi Bhattacharya. Agamoni Bhattacharya. Emily Blackburn. Samuel Bond. Alexander Boucher. Sarah Cahill. Mai Sise. Jack Yunwei Chung. Udbhav Chitta. Lauren Clark. William Cruz. Cristobal Darko. Asha Darianani. Cole DeRogers. Jeremy DiGiacomo. Joseph Edmonds. Varisha Fez. Matthew Finelli. Raymond Fergal. Hayden Gallo. Nathaniel Glassy. Emily Getz. Lauren Goodman. Courtney Hatton. Priya Hegde. Olivia Heinz. Ishwan Sia. Sungwoo Wong. Ava Jasbeck. Hiyun Melissa Tung. Sylvester Kaminta. Sarah Keene. David Kinselmeyer. Mary Lee. Tyler Long. Anushka Lotan. Jinwea Lua. Lauren Majors. Clint McDaniel. Haruka Mori. Natalia Nielsen. Emily Norman. Kennedy O'Hara. Chijoki Onyani. Michaela Oster. Joseph Paquette. Edward Petrosian. Kavya Shri Richarla. Hannah Rogers. Snehal Sambari. Erica Scholl. Aisha Sarkar. Philip Soglo. John Salitro. Laurel Stein. Run Sun. Matthew Tracy. Anthony Tran. Tran. Name Ukabiala. Rachel Walker. Kelly Ward. Antonina Wench. Matthew Wong, I'm sorry. Matthew Yee. If we could all congratulate the honorees again.
Congratulations. Next, I'd like to welcome Provost Watt for closing remarks.
Well, let me just begin by adding my congratulations to our honorees here, the students, as you formally begin the doctoral thesis research phase of your training. As you move forward from here, where things go will largely be determined by you, by your mentor, and by whatever you discover as your project is progressing. I know you haven't done it alone so far, and I want to thank and congratulate all the friends, family, and supporters who are here as well. Your students will need you in the coming years. That's for certain as well. I want to thank the faculty for your tireless work. Our faculty are not only talented and skilled scientists, they're very dedicated to graduate student education. And the success of our students is largely a reflection of their success. I want to thank Chancellor Collins for his comments, Deans Impolzano and Ayobami for their comments. And I do want to take a moment, even though she's not here, to say some words about your dean, Dean Mary Ellen Lane. So she's been a terrific dean for us. And as Dr. Impolzano mentioned, she is representing us at the AAMC GREAT group, the Graduate Group on Research, Education, and Training, the GREAT group. What you didn't hear is that she's been elected to be the chair of the steering committee of that nationally important group. Now, the reason this is of interest to all of you is that she's already, in her involvement with GREAT group over the last several years, brought to them learnings that she has had here at the Morningside School, Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences, and likewise has brought a lot of best practices back here from the GREAT group and from other institutions. And she frequently talks to me about those learnings that she's had. And while it may be hard to see, these are of great benefit to our students. So while she's not here, I did want to express my deep appreciation to her for how much dedication she puts into your education. I'm just going to add my own words of encouragement. As the Chancellor alluded to, for many decades, NIH and other federal agencies have invested in our universities and teaching hospitals, and that has enabled the fundamental discoveries that have really revolutionized science and medicine, all the way from basic biochemistry, genetics, microbiology, immunology, neuroscience, all the disciplines that you all are working in. And while there have been threats to NIH funding from the Trump administration, it is encouraging to me that appropriations committees of both houses of Congress, with strong support from both parties, have now passed budget proposals that would maintain or even modestly increase NIH funding. Now, the road from a committee to a passed budget is often a very bumpy one, especially these days in Washington. But what this should tell you is that the work that you all are doing, speaking really to all of you, both students and faculty, the work that you all are doing, people believe in it, and we believe in it. And so that really is an important reason for optimism. But I have to tell you that for myself, for many of our faculty, seeing all of you progress in your thesis research, that's really our main reason for optimism, because so many talented people are attracted to science not because of monetary rewards or because you necessarily will have the most prestige, but because you love it and because it is so important. So we are very proud of you, and we really hope that as you progress in your careers over the many years that you'll be in science, that you will always hang on to that sense of excitement that really has made you love research. I know that if you can do that, I'm really quite confident that you guys can and will change our world in the future. So congratulations to all of you, and I think we have a reception now. Should I direct people, or do you want to have it? Upstairs on the third floor, in the reception area in the cube, there's our reception. We want to thank you again, everyone, for being here and for your attention. Great attendance, and great to see you all. Have a good afternoon.